What's up, everybody? Hitmanbk here, and I've got another first Descendant video for you this week. They just dropped some patch notes for the hotfix 1.0.3 that we're just going to cover, kind of see what's in there, see what's good for all my people who don't like to read or maybe just don't realize that this dropped today or downloaded an update and was like, what happened when the servers went down? So we're going to go over that. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment if you're enjoying the stuff here. We're doing like things a little bit differently. We're filthy casuals. I'm a filthy casual and I have a filthy casual Discord. And if you want to come join a bunch of just cool people, by all means, the link's in the comments. And yeah, thanks so much for being here. Like and subscribe. And you know what? Let's get into it. All right, look, simple stuff. The first Ascendant hotfix 1.0.3. This was carried out during the server maintenance overnight. A lot of really interesting stuff in here that I think is pretty good. They've improved the UI and invisibility, especially on the explosion effects for all you people out there who are doing Glaze Infinite Launcher build. They took a temporary measure to address the issue where the explosion effect was disrupting gameplay, and they've now provided the option to disable the projectile explosion effects. So if you're ever playing with somebody and there was just all this crap going on, and you saw these Glaze like shooting infinite bullets, like that's a build people can do with her, and they have since made that a whole hell of a lot easier to, you know, manage. um, they've added a system message to make it easier to check the DBNO status for all of those who don't know what that is. That's down but not out, which is something even you can add into the game. Oh, I just turned myself up a little bit. Sorry, y'all. So that's DBNO is down but not out. So that's when you go down, and you're waiting on somebody to pick you up. So they've made that a little bit better. I have not checked it yet to see what that looks like. They've reduced the research completion visual effect duration for materials frequently used in research, and they've added a AFK option in the menus. They are saying that they're keeping a close eye on the AFKs, and they agree that AFK is hindering gameplay. However, they also know people can resolve and go around AFK things that could be in place. So in the meantime, they are working on what they want to do with that moving forward. They've updated the UI so that major rewards obtained from chest quests that have already been cleared are checked on the queue list. There's been a function that's been added to view acquisition information directly from the target section of the library. They fixed an issue scrolling to the top and moving a large target item of the library to corresponding item list. They added firearm types, rounds. So this is all like minor stuff. They fixed an issue where a player who joined the Void Fusion Reactor could use the reconstructing device, even though there was no Void shards after completing the mission. Um, and Void shard attributes will now be displayed on the map directly. They discovered an issue where a party member's abort mission system was actually being exploited to repeatedly play the Void Fusion Reactor without consuming any shards. So they've addressed this glitch. However, they said that they understand that these missions do not feel good, so, in order to help that out, they have increased the amount of, um, where is it? Blah 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 blah. We've also considered why players may be resorting to use this. They realized that the transition from shard farming to actual void fusion reactor missions was quite inconvenient and tedious. It is by far the worst grind in the game. So therefore, they not only fixed this bug, but they increased the amount of void shards obtained and improved the farming process to make it more convenient. So this is a momentary band-aid, because they say the wait longer on August 1st, which is when we're getting the new content. They're going to be significantly improving what this looks like. So that's really cool. For Descendants, Drill Bomb, and Lightning emissions with the Ultimate Bunny High Voltage module will now target nearby targets rather than random targets. They've fixed the allergy of reconstruction serum of Fusion, which will now apply to Colossuses as well. Ultimate Bunny Electric Charge, High Voltages, and Bunny Electrical Condensed sound effect has been changed, and using Bunny skills to affect electrocution on enemies has been removed from the second and third stage evolution conditions of the Bunny Evolving Skin, Speedy, Awakened One. So far this is great. The biggest thing is that they're actually like how much they're listening, and that in August 1 with the big content update, they're going to be changing the horrible loop of the void shard farm. So that's freaking fantastic. Infiltration operations, you'll now be able to view mission results through the escape menu. The time limit for destroying the Ironheart has been removed, and the location of the supply droid in the infiltration operation fortress has been moved to the battle zone to make it easier to supply bullets. The position of immunity spears of named monsters will not change anymore. So as the monsters move or rotate, it just makes it easier to pew pew them. Let's see. The drop quantity on hard difficulty has been increased approximately by 1.5. I have no idea what this means because it just says field. I assume what they're saying is the drop quantity of higher tiered stuff has been increased. I'm gonna have to test that. Let's see what else. The stack limit for consumable items has been increased from 1 million to 100 million, and they've updated the icon images. If anybody's on Twitter was following Paul Tassi, he had commented, and a lot of people had shown that, like, oh my God, they were stealing icons from Destiny. Doubt they were doing that. But they went ahead and addressed this and have changed those in game. This is good. These are all optimizations, especially on the PC side of things for DLSS frame generation and memory leaks that were happening. So all of that has now been fixed. The They fixed an issue where Bunny's lightning emissions was used even if there was no moving distance when rolling or a box wall. That basically means it's a nerf, but it's not really, because the whole point of Bunny is the idea that she's supposed to be running. However, rolling around in a corner and using her skill is not how that was intended. So they have since fixed that. Um, they fixed an issue with some sound effects on Kyle. They fixed an issue where the charging motion was repeated with Kyle's propulsion dash. These modules are issues where the arc acceleration did not increase the speed. The body enhancement module did not reflect the max shield and the current shield after moving to the map, and the firearm attack of the shoot focus module was applied as a sum and not as a multiplicative operation. So that's probably pretty huge. A huge change. We'll have to see what that does. And let's see some of the other bigger ones here for the missions. They fixed an issue. This was a sort of a nerf of sorts, but not really. But as an issue where in the game monsters would spawn without an actual battle in the White Knight Gulch Fortress outskirts. So they have since fixed that. So where you actually have to engage in fighting and you can't just like stand there and shoot endless amounts of monsters. Um, They fixed an issue where code analyzer was intermittently required when working with encrypted vaults on hard difficulty. They fixed an issue where falling while using a grapple hook in a certain section would spawn you to the next location of a mission unfinished status. Um, yeah, y'all. So a lot of good stuff. And they kind of ended here with some additional comments. They said, thanks to the love and interest you have shown us, we feel the brimming energy of the community. The hotfix 1.0.3 will include many of the fixes, much we just discussed, that they hope will improve the gaming experience. They recently saw a video in the community where the Colossus was defeated more quickly through module switching. If we had a bit more time, we would have liked to include a fix for this, but unfortunately didn't make it into this update. The dev team does not want module switching to become a strategy. This method makes combat tedious and does not fit well with the run and gun playstyle that they intended this game to be. So the dev team wants skills, weapons, modules, and external components to be part of the strategy, and they hope that in-depth build research will progress. But strategies requiring inconvenient control are not what the development team aims for. So that's basically them saying this is going to get fixed, and you're not going to be able to do that in the future. Last but not least, this is the best paragraph of this whole thing. We're planning to skip the patch next week for the upcoming 5th week update on August 1st. So August 1st, we are going to be getting a new Descendant Luna. We're going to get Ultimate Valby, new intercept battles, new ultimate weapons, modules, external components, and skins. I think that's when Season 1 starts, but they don't say that outright, so I don't actually know if that's a thing. In other news, I'm Hitmanbk, and make sure you guys continue to be awesome humans. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will catch you on the next one.